a 2, a 3, a 4.
We are Movie Menu Reviews, your only Academy Award-winning podcast that's based on actual events. On today's menu, we will be giving our Oscars predictions. Stay tuned for that. Welcome, ladies and gents. I'm Dan the Man Muñoz, host of Movie Menu Reviews, your weekly movie news and reviews podcast, live on Facebook. If you're watching us live, thank you so much. We appreciate it. If you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, SoundCloud, or wherever you listen to your podcasts, thank you as well. Make sure to subscribe, like, review, and comment on everything, please. We'd appreciate that. Joining us today, as you see, we have a special guest, the May Queen, Christopher A. Velasco. Thank you so much for joining us for the Oscar prediction, though controversial as Midsommar was not nominated.
Don't get me started.
We will get to it.
We will get you started because we are joined by the horrible bear here. Is my co-host Mike Stan.
Can we call him the dancing bear?
No.
Okay.
You have to see the movie to
Chris
understand.
is the only one who gets the dancing bear joke.
Also here, who is part of the cult from Midsommar, is my co-host, Señor Panelist.
I am not nearly white enough for that. Are you kidding me?
You're not.
Yeah.
So, as we had mentioned, we're going to give our Oscars predictions, but we're not going to go over every single category because we just not going to.
Yes.
Oscar's so white.
Well, what should we talk about the controversies first?
Let's first give our overall opinion on the nominations overall. What do you guys think about when they announced every single nomination? What are your thoughts?
It's very white, male,
Yes.
and straight.
Yeah. It is in direct contrast to the previous 2 years of films that were nominated. And my only way that I can think about this was that there was not a lot of great, diverse filmmakers, but that's not true.
Oh, there's so many.
And so that's where I'm a little confused as to why we've reverted back to the same old.
Especially after they opened up the Academy to so many younger,
that's where I'm confused.
Diverse people.
It seemed like nobody watched movies this year.
Or the people were just being exactly. People were being lazy about it and just not watching all the films that were out there.
Right.
Because Us didn't get nominated.
Oh,
the Peter Nyong'o was such a good.
Yeah.
But yet they nominate what's her name for Harriet.
You mean Cynthia Erivo?
Yeah, and it's like, because the Oscars and the
they needed to fill something in there.
Well, they also love slave movies.
Yeah,
they always nominate a woman or a man who's playing a slave or some sort.
I don't know if
that's
what
they.
No, you're okay. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Yeah,
he's pretty
12 years a slave. 12 years a slave.
But I will say the movie is really good. I liked it. I liked Harriet.
Oh no! I think it's a great heroic film because of what she did. But
you're right. The Oscars nominate war films and Nazi films.
Yes,
biopics,
and
dramas.
Obviously, just dramas.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the Joker's up there, to be honest.
I am not. I'm still not surprised that the Oscars hate the horror film genre.
Well, they hate all type of genre.
There's classic films like The Exorcist and other ones that got some kind of nomination. But it's a rarity. It's so rare, but at least Midsommar should have got some awards for technical, at least.
Yeah. Same thing happened with Hereditary.
Nothing.
Her head hit the tree.
Yeah. Though, The Return of the King is a genre film fantasy. But,
sure.
That won all the awards.
Right. And that, you would think that would have opened up the door to genre films, but it seems like they just closed the door again.
Yeah.
We'll do it one time, and then 10 years later, maybe we'll get something, but maybe not.
But what I find funny is that they consider, that is fantasy, but I look at movies like Little Women and I think that's fantasy too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's all like a period piece is technically a fantasy. There's no way that anyone looked
just with British accents.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah.
How many times that movie has been made? 4?
3, 4 times. Yeah.
It's the same thing like A Star Is Born. How many times are you gonna make that movie?
Until they get it right.
Well, I thought they got it right with Judy Garland.
Sure.
That was the first one, wasn't it?
No, second
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I really loved the Barbra Streisand one with Chris Christopherson in that one because they were boozy. It was it's much better than the Lady Gaga version. Come at me, Lady Gaga fans.
Well, let's go ahead and deep dive. So these are the categories we're gonna cover.
I heard something else.
Deep dive, okay. We're gonna cover 12 categories.
Sorry, you got Chris and me over here as the little kids over here just giggling at things you say.
And I'm dressed with like fucking costume on. Yes, I mean, I'm actually dressed for the Oscars.
Yes, you are. Yes. This is your Oscar attire.
Yeah.
Oh, describe your Oscar attire for the listeners.
Those who don't understand and can't. Yeah.
Yeah. So I decided to come in my May Queen outfit, which is based off of the Midsummer final outfit. As you see my flowers and my paper mache and my cape made of diamonds. And I want to give a shout out to Dakota Newt, who made this beautiful crown for me. I did this. I did all the stoning and beading
on the cape.
Yeah. Well, I call it, I actually use this for something else too. I use this at my graduation. For my MFA, I use this as graduation.
Yeah, we'll make sure to take a picture and post it on Instagram.
Yeah,
so for the listeners, if you haven't seen,
but yes, go watch Midsummer and go on to the LGBTQ horror nerds on Facebook and complain about it because I know you guys will do it. And my headpiece is coming off. Sorry. All right.
It's
anyway,
only natural. Yeah. Okay, so these are the categories we're gonna cover: visual effects, animated feature film, adapted screenplay, original screenplay, cinematography, international feature film, actor in a supporting role, actress in a supporting role, actor in a leading role, actress in a leading role, directing, and best picture. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Guys, I'm going to ask you, what do you want to win? What do you think will win?
So want to win goes first?
Right. Want to win goes first.
Okay. And in our prediction, it goes second.
Right.
Okay.
So the first up is visual effects. Chris, who do you think is going to win? Who do you want to win? Who do you think will win?
Mine is a clear... I'm going with Avengers Endgame. It's going to win, and it's because I want it to win.
And you think it's going to win? That's your prediction. That's your...
Yeah, I'm going to stick with that.
Yeah. I'm going to second that. I'm sorry, I don't know if it's my turn or not. I'm just going to go.
Sure. we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Is he just
all of a sudden...
I just cut in line. But
cutting in line.
I'm going to say that, I think Avengers Endgame... If you look at the list, right... I think arguably what might win is the Lion King.
I didn't even say
my God, no.
I didn't say the list. Sorry. So for visual effects, we have Avengers Endgame.
Oh yes, you forgot to nominate
The Irishman, The Lion King, 1917, and Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker.
Okay, so easily of all those categories, the only possible contender via money, via bribing, would be The Lion King. But I think Avengers Endgame is going to take it.
Mike,
I agree. Avengers Endgame. What about you, Dan?
Thanks. I also put Avengers Endgame. That's going to take it. It's a combination of 10 years, 11 years of the MCU, and it looks great.
Yeah, so. I think that's the only category it will ever win because the Oscars hate,
Well, and in Star Wars getting nominated for this is that was like a pity nomination.
It was a pity nomination.
The visual effects were really nice.
No, they weren't.
No, I think
they were
better.
Nope.
Mike agrees. Mike thinks
I did like the practical effects in this. The aliens are
those are different. Those are different than visual effects. Though.
Visual is different than like makeup and prosthetics and whatnot.
Yawn. Okay. Moving on. So we have animated feature film and Z. So these are nominees.
I can read the categories. How to Train Your
Dragon, The Hidden World. Stop. I Lost My Body.
You did?
Klaus, Missing Link, and Toy Story 4.
Okay.
All right, Z. Which of these do you want to win? Which one do you think will win?
The one that I want to. I mean, honestly, I don't have a horse in the race here. I'm predicting Missing Link's going to win this one, just because they've previously won the awards. I want to see Missing Link a lot because it is Hugh It's a Hugh Jackman movie, and I hear that thematically it's really, really good, and it's all stop motion. So that's what I'm actually more interested in watching. However, I think it's going to take it.
Mike,
I'm gonna go with Toy Story 4. It was a super fun movie, and yeah, that's what it.
I would be not surprised, but surprised if Toy Story 4 won because Toy Story 3 won. So
but Toy Story 3 was way better than Toy Story 4.
It was, but I don't know if they would give it to another Toy Story.
That's what I'm thinking too. Yeah,
they did it for Godfather for like back-to-back movies. So there you go.
But this isn't this. Even though the movie was really good, it's not Toy Story 3 caliber.
I'm just saying.
But I think Klaus has a chance of winning.
You think so?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And Chris,
what I want to win is the film I Lost My Body. But
you did? Sorry.
Yeah, but I'm still
yeah,
here.
sorry.
I'm
I want Klaus to win, and I think Klaus is going to win.
Okay. And sorry, Chris, go ahead.
Yeah, so I want I Lost My Body to win, but what's going to probably win is, because it's a legacy, is Toy Story 4.
Okay. All right.
All right. So let's go ahead and do adapted screenplay. The nominees are The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Women, The Two Popes. All right, Mike, what do you think? What do you want to win? What do you think will win?
I want Jojo Rabbit to win. I don't think it's gonna get it though. I think it's gonna go to Little Women.
You think
Wow.
so? Okay.
I want Jojo Rabbit to win also, and I put it down as my prediction for winning.
All right. I think you're probably right.
I might be wrong.
Wow, I feel like I'm the only one that's going to go different.
That's
Chris?
okay. Go for it,
Oh,
Chris.
my hat came off.
Oh no!
It's the bear.
All right. Yeah. So go ahead, Chris.
Okay. So what I think is going to win, unfortunately, is The Irishman.
Interesting.
Really?
And
Really?
what's going to possibly upset it is going to be Little Women.
Okay.
Because it's a pity Oscar because of the what's her name not getting the nomination.
Greta Gerwig?
Yeah, for director.
Director.
This is where we're talking about adapted screenplay, right?
Yeah.
This is where I differentiate too, because I think that I didn't actually, and this is not a review. This is not a review episode.
Don't forget. Do you want to list what you want to win?
Yes.
Or do you think
No.
will
I'm aware. But what I'm saying is that I think that Jojo Rabbit and Little Women are really high up there.
Mm-hmm.
But personally, I didn't actually like the adaptation of Little Women, and so I will say that Joker is going to win this one.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this is going to be in lieu of Best Film and
Unless
Best
you want
Director.
unpredicted?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
We have comments. We have Heather McLean.
Hi, Heather.
Says, hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey, Heather.
Hi. How's it going?
You're going to be on the show in a couple weeks. So
Hello.
Get ready.
let us know your predictions for the Oscars as well in the comments. Next up, we have Next up, we have original screenplay. The nominees are Knives Out, Marriage Story, 1917, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Parasite. I am going to go... Okay, so the one I want... This is hard because a lot of these movies are really good.
Correct.
I want... It's between... Parasite. I want Parasite to win, but I think 1917 is going to win.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Okay.
Chris.
I also want Parasite to win, but I think what's gonna see. I feel Parasite's gonna win it, and there's nobody else's like competition with it.
Yeah.
But I feel the possibility of Knives Out winning.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Z?
Well, I want Knives Out to win. Personally, I thought it was a really fun movie. I thought it was a very clever retake on the genre. I don't think 1917 is going to win, so I don't think it was a great screenplay.
Nope.
But I think that Parasite's going to take it. I think it's been predicted. I feel like it's written in the stars that Parasite's going to take it this year.
Yes.
Mike?
I've been on a weird ego trip ever since it was my my most anticipated, It's funny. Like usually, my most anticipated end up being like terrible, and I always miss them.
Or you just don't watch them.
Yeah, and I just don't watch. It's the first time. It's like I'm super excited, and then it's like it's nominated for all these awards, and I'm super happy for Bong Joon-ho, and I hope it gets original screenplay.
Yeah,
and then you think it will?
Yes, I think it will.
So we should all change our answers because it's
to Parasite.
It's to something else. Because
Mike picks it, then it's probably for sure gonna lose.
I know.
Damn it, Mike! You're cursing Parasite. Oh no. Okay, next category we have is cinematography. Here are the nominees: The Irishman, Joker, The Lighthouse, 1917, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Chris, what do you want to win, and what do you think will win?
What I want to win is Lighthouse, because it's just shot in black and white, and I'm a sucker for black and white cinema. But what's going to win, unfortunately, is 1917.
Unfortunately,
yeah, I didn't care for the movie. I thought it was boring.
Oh,
interesting.
Okay. All right.
Z?
Well, I'm going to agree. I think Chris and I may have cheated a little bit and looked at each other's. It's funny because Chris actually came with a different version of this already pre-filled, and I think we have similar ideas here. I do want The Lighthouse to win. I didn't personally like the movie, but I thought it was visually stunning to watch because it is shot in black and white. It is really a throwback to like an old style of filmmaking, like classic 1930s style filmmaking. But I do think that 1917 is going to take it because I thought cinematography-wise, that movie was visually stunning. Mm-hmm. However, it was boring as hell, as Chris mentioned.
Midsummer should have been in this category.
Good point.
I agree.
Yeah, good point.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I would have taken out Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Well,
don't Midsummer.
Well, yeah. I think Once Upon a Time has a potential of winning this one too.
No,
I think so.
I don't think so.
No. All right, mark it here.
I think 1917 is going to take it as well.
And do you want it to win?
I do. I do want it to win.
I agree with Mike. I think 1917 is going to win, and I want it to win. I think Roger Deakins is an amazing cinematographer, and he deserves the win.
No, again, as Chris is saying, that's a legacy. And yes, I do.
It's not a legacy. He's earned it.
Yes, because.
But he's been around for a while, and it's shot beautifully. But I think the movie overall, like everything else, was just boring.
Me and Mike disagree.
Whatever.
Visually stunning. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Not disagreeing with that at all. I'm just saying the story wasn't that good.
See, the cool kids are agreeing here and teaming up.
Yeah, sure. If you guys are the fucking cool kids, then fucking it's not cool to be cool.
That's why.
That's what a loser would say.
Yeah. Moving on. International feature film. These are the nominees.
Yes.
Corpus Christi.
We were doing international feature?
Yes, Dan.
I think we're not doing that one.
No. Dan's changing it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay.
Oh, yeah. International feature film.
Okay. Go for it.
Corpus Christi, Honeyland, Les Miserables, Pain and Glory, and Parasite. Z, which one do you think will take this one?
I mean, I haven't seen any of these, so thanks for changing it up on us. But I think
I didn't change it up. I told you guys
it
ahead of time.
Yeah. Parasite's going to win it.
I even announced which categories we're going to do right before we went.
He did.
He did? Okay.
He did.
All right, Parasite's going to win it. I don't care who or what. just
Mike,
get this category over with.
Mike,
Parasite.
For both, you want to win and win?
Yes.
Okay, can I take mine back?
No.
Okay.
No.
So what I think might win is Pain and Glory. And if Pain and Glory does win, then that means that Parasite is up for the best film. Yeah. That's the way that I'm seeing it.
Okay.
I'm to go off of my answer. I'm agreeing with Z on that one too.
It was my turn, bitch.
Well, sorry, you were too slow to speak.
Hey! There's only one queen here. There's no room for two.
Well, my crown came off. So
someone snatched his crown.
Somebody snatched my crown. It's okay.
I think I want Parasite to win. I think Parasite will win, but I would not be surprised if Pain and Glory won.
Exactly.
All right.
Gotcha.
So, Chris, since you gave your answer, we're going to move on to the next category.
Yeah, Parasite.
Yeah. So the next category is actor in a supporting role.
Look at me. I am the queen now.
Wow. You are the queen.
Oh my God, I can't. Okay.
Sorry.
Supporting actor in a supporting role. We have Tom Hanks for A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
Yes.
Anthony Hopkins for The Two Popes, Al Pacino for The Irishman, Joe Pesci for The Irishman, and Brad Pitt for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Mike, who do you think will take this?
I think Brad
Oscar?
Pitt will take it.
Oh, interesting.
Is that who you also want to win?
Yeah. I mean, I did enjoy Tom Hanks and Anthony Hopkins. It's strange because I think Brad Pitt had like
The least amount to do?
No. I saw it as almost like a leading role.
Yeah,
it was
I agree
almost
with
like
that.
It was like, so it's almost as if it's not fair because there's way more screen time.
I was gonna say I feel like he's way more on screen than
Than Leo?
Yeah.
It seems more like a duo than a dual leading roles
or,
rather than a support.
What's it called?
They had to
ensemble.
They had to give him the supporting because if he got into, they want him to win. So if he got nominated for the actor, he would have lost.
Good point.
Yeah.
No,
Good point.
Good point.
I also think Brad Pitt will win. I want Brad Pitt to win, and I think he's going to win.
Interesting.
Chris?
It's going to be Brad Pitt because it's a legacy win. Because if he doesn't win this time, that means he's not good of an actor anymore.
So they're gonna
give it to him for
they're gonna give it.
It's a pity nomination, pity award.
I don't. Yeah, kind of. Okay. I mean, he was okay in it.
I thought he was okay. I didn't think he was outstanding.
I mean, the movie itself was boring to me.
Well, the movie itself was boring, but I disagree. I feel like Brad Pitt was the only entertaining thing in that.
Yeah, he was a
leading actor. Yeah,
he was the star of the movie. I mean, he took off his shirt so many times. Which I
know, but
appreciated.
he was also like a badass. Like, and he didn't even have that many lines. I don't even think he.
No, he had
much.
charisma. He had that charisma.
Yeah,
he's like he had something on there where Leo was just like being Leo, overacting.
Yes,
but. Yeah, I feel it's going to be Brad Pitt. There's nobody else in this. Like the only other person, if anything, would possibly steal it is Al Pacino. Because Al Pacino was fucking Al Pacino in The Irishman. It was really entertaining. And that 3-hour
epic
movie. I really like Joe Pesci in The Irishman.
Joe Pesci was really good.
Oh, he was good too.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Z?
mine.
Yeah. So in this one, please call me by my title. Queen Z. Thank you. I am now wearing the crown.
Yeah.
So I want Anthony Hopkins to win. You're saying legacy, and I really want him to win because I thought he played such a duplicitous role in The Two Popes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
but I feel like, again, you're saying legacy, but I think all these people are legacy. Tom Hanks might actually just take it because I don't. I like to think that he did the most transformative role on this ensemble that are here. He didn't need CGI to look like Mr. Rogers. He didn't need to like tone up. He actually got chunkier for the movie. So I think that's one better than Brad Pitt.
All right, next category is actress in a supporting role. We have Kathy Bates for Richard Jewell, Laura Dern for Marriage Story, Scarlett Johansson for Jojo Rabbit, Florence Pugh for Little Women, and Margot Robbie for Bombshell. Mike, did you go first last time?
Yes, I did.
So
I'll go first again. That's okay.
No.
You already called them.
Would you like the crown?
I would like Scarlett Johansson to win for Jojo Rabbit.
Okay.
I actually preferred her role in
really,
Jojo Rabbit
really,
over Marriage Story.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Wow.
Seriously, I'm with Chris on this one.
I just took a dump.
Out of your mind?
Double. In Jojo Rabbit?
Then Jojo Rabbit. She was amazing in Marriage Story.
She was better in Marriage Story.
I loved her more.
This was
Jojo
a miss.
Rabbit.
This should have not been. This should have been
J-Lo.
Yeah, it should have been J-Lo. Yeah, I agree.
J-Lo should have been here.
Agreed.
Yeah, I agree. J-Lo should have been there because Laura Dern should not be in this category. Yeah. But she's gonna win.
Yeah.
I was gonna say yeah.
So who are you saying is gonna win?
Laura Dern's gonna win.
You're saying Dern's gonna win.
I don't want her to win.
Okay.
I would prefer Scarlett Johansson to win Jojo Rabbit.
Interesting. Okay.
Her performance was way better, I felt like, in Jojo Rabbit than in Marriage Story.
No, I don't. I completely disagree.
Chris?
I'm going, unfortunately, with Laura Dern, who's going to win. But
yeah, I think she took J-Lo's role.
Actually, who took fucking J-Lo's role?
I see Kathy Bates, yeah.
Who I love.
I love Kathy Bates too.
We love you, but you did not deserve this nomination. The person who I feel like I'd rather have is Florence Pugh, because she had a great year last year. She did, and she was my May Queen, and she was also Paige, the wrestler, who most people don't know is like wrestling, and I'm a big wrestling fanatic.
She spoke to you last year.
She did. Okay, she did. I mean, look at the crown is still there. Yeah. But yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Mike? No,
Mike.
Z?
Yeah, you can now refer to me as Z because I took the crown off.
You're still a queen, though.
Thank you. So I think that I would. It's weird because I actually I would enjoy Margot now Dan's Queen Dan. What I'm trying to say is that I love Margot Robbie in Bombshell.
Call me Your Majesty.
Your Majesty. But I think that I actually predict that it's going to go to Florence Pugh. I think Florence Pugh did such an amazing job in Little Women. It's a hard role to play because it's a 2 timelines. She's supposed to be playing this very young girl, and with the exception of her voice, I thought she did a really good job of playing 12-year-old, and so I think that was amazing.
All the way to 19.
All the way till she was 19, and I loved when she played the 19-year-old. It was such a dynamic role. So I'm saying that it's going to go to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who is that? Who you also?
I want her to win. I think everybody in this category can go away because Scarlett Johansson wasn't that good.
She was amazing
in Jojo Rabbit.
I agree. She was not that good.
Interesting. Well, I think Scarlett Johansson, like it was kind of a goofy role, a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean,
she was the heart of it, and then there was that moment.
I mean, I don't know.
It wasn't
we need to review.
Okay.
I mean, I know you guys reviewed it, but I think we could side review this. But I would rather just keep it going.
Yeah, sure. Laura Dern.
Mike, take as much time as you want to talk, Mike, because this queen here you can go ahead because he can talk all he wants. And now he wants you to rush.
Yeah.
Mike, take your time.
No. That's the usual. Then.
No, I know this. I know, Mike. You're the queen.
Mike is the queen now.
He is the queen now.
There you go.
Take as much time as you want, Mike.
How do you feel, Mike?
I fancy. Oh no,
Queen Mike,
I'm losing the crown.
I know it's really heavy.
It is
heavy is the
queen.
crown.
Now I can send people to the fire.
Send people to the fire.
Right.
Laura Dern's going to take it.
Okay,
Supporting role.
is that who you want to win?
I thought she was good. Am I the only person that enjoyed?
No, she was.
I
She
really
was
thought
good.
she was good.
I love that speech she did with in that scene where like she's telling
She
like
sat on a couch.
When she was talking to Scarlett Johansson, who did an amazing job in it.
She's like the lawyer you wouldn't want and soon-to-be ex-wife to have.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's like...
It's total women
she's
empowerment.
Like this like ruthless... Not ruthless, but like...
No, I think it's the right... It's the right...
Yeah.
that's right.
I thought she did a great job in it.
Yeah.
So, Laura Dern, I think she deserves it.
It's also a legacy, too.
Yeah, because she's definitely...
She was in Jurassic Park.
No, actually, you know what? Her dad and her mom were both all nominated for Oscars, and they haven't won. So they feel bad, so they're going to give it to her because it's like a family legacy.
Maybe.
Okay, actor in the leading role.
Okay.
We have Antonio Banderas for Pain and Glory, Leonardo DiCaprio for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Adam Driver for Marriage Story, Joaquin Phoenix for Joker, and Jonathan Pryce for The Two Popes. Chris, who do you think is going to take this? Who do you want to take this, and who do you think is going to take this?
Okay, so secretly who I really want to win because I just love him and he's amazing. And he's the only person of color in this nomination in this category is Antonio Banderas.
Oh, okay.
Technically not really, but yeah.
Technically not Billy, but he's Spaniard. He's like other.
Yeah, he's
but
other.
he's still white.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right.
He's still a colonizer.
He's still a colonizer. So accurate.
It's fucking, it's Spain. It's for Spain.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So, he's like the possible like sneak in if just in case the Academy doesn't want to go with crazy Joaquin Phoenix, he may take it. It's a possibility.
Wow, I really think that.
But who's gonna obviously win is Joaquin Phoenix.
Now, do we want to talk about his BAFTA award speech that he did?
Yeah, he got the win at the BAFTA Awards, which is the British Academy Awards, and he went off and said how the Academy there is very white, it's very racist, and there should be more actors of color being represented.
Well, hold on, you're misquoting. He didn't say that the BAFTAs are racist. Is that the BAFTAs are part of systematic racism?
Well,
that is Hollywood in general. So it wasn't calling BAFTAs racist. He was calling the whole industry systematically racist, which is entirely different, and it's very, very much to the point that we've been making for a long time because it starts in the casting, right? There's no way that a casting director is not going to they're going to be biased. And if you don't have a diverse casting director, the director's not going to be able to see a person of color trying to play a role. And I think that's what Joaquin was talking about, was that it's a systematic problem, and that he plays into that systematic problem.
Yeah, he's self-aware of what's going on with himself too.
Right. He put himself in the problem because he said he doesn't go out of his way to make sure the sets he works on are inclusive. But also, people are arguing, well, isn't it just, the best actors should be the ones that are nominated? Well, the sad point is a lot of people of color don't get the opportunities that people, that white people get.
Well, and just to the point of why
to be seen, in the public.
But even at that, like Us wasn't nominated. That was a fantastic movie, and I think the reason why, and you can point back to 12 Years a Slave. Nobody watched 12 Years a Slave. Nobody watched Moonlight. Because people were afraid of watching those kind of movies.
People didn't watch Queen and Slim.
Yeah. So and I think that's systematically is the problem, because there's not enough publicity out there to push these movies forward. And when they get to the Academy, people were afraid of watching it, and only if through word of mouth will they get nominated. That's how 12 Years a Slave won. So systematically, there's a huge problem going on that people are too afraid to really deal with, like movies that are actually controversial to the core.
Well, also they love nominating certain films for example, like 12 Years a Slave. It's because that's what they're so used to seeing of people, like, oh, they're a slave, oh, like the struggle, or if like, what's the name who got nominated for Best Actor a while back? Damien Chazelle?
No, that's a director.
No, what's his name? Damien, he's an actor who was Mexican. He's a Mexican-born actor.
Oh, Bashir.
And he played a day laborer.
Yes.
And that's the only reason why he got nominated, because he's played something that people are so used to seeing when they're not used to seeing like a normal story about just normal struggle that everybody deals with.
Yeah.
So we have a comment by Maribea Magaña. She says, hello. Hey, Mari.
Hello.
Hi. Hello, stranger.
Okay,
I have an answer.
You go.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like most of us are going to answer the same. I think Joker's going to take it. Do I want Joker to take it? I haven't seen Pain and Glory, so I can't judge that. But I think Leonardo DiCaprio did. He played himself in Once Upon. That's where I'm like, okay, he didn't really do a good job. Adam Driver did a fabulous job in Marriage Story. Go watch it. It's on Netflix.
I wouldn't be surprised if Adam wins.
I wouldn't mind that. I would not mind that. Yeah, Jonathan Pryce, he played a safe role in that movie. That was a safe movie for him to play. And I think that Joaquin Phoenix is the most transformative thing in cinema, and clearly everybody was talking about it. So, and I want to see how batshit crazy he gets at the Oscars. So, if only to see him really go crazy on the Oscars.
You want to like show up on stage like dressed as a Joker?
No. I feel like he's embodied the Joker. I think he's playing the role of chaos really well.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to dress like him. He already is, him.
All right, Mike.
Queen
Mike, sorry.
Queen Mike. You got to say May Queen.
May Queen, Mike.
Thank you. So, I think Joaquin Phoenix is going to take it. So,
is that who you want to win too?
Yes. Although I really enjoyed Jonathan Pryce in The Two Popes.
Yeah, he was great.
And I think this is a great category for all these actors.
Agreed.
So, I wouldn't be upset if any of them took it. But I think Joaquin Phoenix is going to
I wouldn't want Leo to win it.
I wouldn't want Leo to win it either.
I enjoyed him in Once Upon a Time
because
in
he played himself. A womanizer who only dates women younger than him.
Really young.
Really young.
The scene with the little girl was fun to watch.
That didn't sound
really young.
Wow.
Yeah, we mentioned really young.
The acting.
I don't think that's what they meant. Dan.
No, that is not what we meant.
You guys are so stupid. Anyways, I think Joaquin Phoenix is gonna win, and I want him to win.
I think we're doing a good job of irritating Dan.
Yeah,
I'm ready to annoy as fuck. So I think Joaquin Phoenix is gonna win. Yeah. I think he did a great job. I also work in mental health, and I saw a lot of real life people in that role of his. So I thought he did a really, really great job.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right, let's move on to the next category. Actress in a leading role. The nominees that we have are Cynthia Erivo for Harriet, Scarlett Johansson for Marriage Story.
I'm sorry, no, you're wrong. Actress in a... Oh, no, you're right. I'm sorry.
He said leading.
Wow.
Leading. I'm sorry, my brain just flipped on me.
Backseat hosting.
I know.
Go ahead. No. I heard you say Scarlett Johansson. I got confused.
She got double
she
nominated.
She got double
nomination.
nominated. You're right. Yeah.
Wow. Rewind. Let's do that again.
Let's do it again.
Actress in the leading role.
Thank you.
Here, this
Okay,
this
moving-
goes, this goes on back on Z.
Yeah, you have to give that to Z now.
Yeah.
Passing the crown down.
And I am now a queen again.
Leading actress in the leading role for the third time. Cynthia Erivo for Harriet, Scarlett Johansson for Marriage Story, Saoirse Ronan for Little Women, Charlize Theron for Bombshell, and Renee Zellweger for Judy. Mike, who do you want to win, and who do you think will win?
I think who's going to win is going to be Renee Zellweger, and I think this is just because she's been sweeping it in the other awards. That's
True.
it. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
So,
Wow, Mike, you're actually
Did you watch
following. Well, Mike, you always vote with your heart, and now you're voting for
because I'm tired of losing.
I think Mike, you actually might have a chance of winning this year.
Yeah, thank you.
Wait, did you watch Judy?
No,
All right, just a second.
but I have been keeping up though.
Okay.
So and,
Wow, you're really good. I mean,
Wow.
we didn't even say we're having a prize or anything
Yeah.
for winning this. But you
Can we punch Mike if he wins?
I'm just trying harder.
No, I'm proud. I feel like finally
you.
you're growing up into the
Into the
the little voter man that you should be.
Did I do good, Papa?
Wait, where were we?
Renee Zellweger. She's going to take
she's
it.
gonna take it.
it's your turn.
But is
Do
that,
I want to take it? I think. I mean, I would like Scarlett Johansson to take it. I really enjoyed her in Marriage Story, but I know Renee Zellweger is going to take it.
I also think Renee Zellweger is going to take it. That's my prediction. But I would actually want Saoirse Ronan to win. I really enjoyed her Little Women. Yeah,
With her horrible accent? Her accent was all over the place.
What movie did you watch?
The same movie you did.
Stop pirating movies and watch them in theaters.
Yeah, he got you on that one.
The truth
Her
comes
I know,
accent
jeez.
was awful. It
It was
doesn't matter
not-
what versions you watch.
It was not
and I watched
awful
a
at
really
all.
yeah.
Z watched like a Russian dubbed.
And it was still dubbed by Saoirse Ronan, so it doesn't matter. And she still couldn't get the damn accent right.
That's your opinion.
That is yes.
Nowhere have I ever even heard anything talk about her
because
accent. so-
everybody is afraid of talking about her.
Moving on, you're ridiculous.
Yeah.
You look ridiculous now because you're not the real May Queen. You're
You're the one who passed
phony.
it over to me, so
Chris, go ahead.
all right.
The true May Queen can speak.
Yeah, the queen. Renee Zellweger is going to take it because she's been winning all the awards. I haven't seen it, and I'm a gay man, but I don't really care for the film because it looks just really bad.
Well, it's like
it's not.
like
It's
a
not.
filmic.
It's like that
biopic.
it's that biopic.
It's a biopic,
They're like,
yeah.
get the awards. Yeah, I don't really care.
Marty says that we should put money on the bets.
That's a
we're
good idea.
we're poor.
Yeah, I mean, I would. 'Cause I would
$100.
win.
That's
Well,
it.
you're crazy, Mike. I mean, I'll take
500. Let's do it.
Oh, okay.
I think Mike has a gambling problem.
I know. I think
I
so.
think Mike has a gambling problem.
I need to
everyone.
pay back some loan sharks.
And this is how we start the movie menu men. Like I
Speaking of
Mad
betting,
Men.
that movie didn't get nominated, huh?
Which one?
The one with Adam Sandler.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
Gems?
right.
no.
Uncut Gems.
Okay, James.
Yeah. No, it did not.
Yeah.
Z?
Yeah, I actually did watch Judy. I think. Yeah, I suffered through it. No. I wanted to know what the hype was about the movie. The movie is, as you said, a very passive movie. You don't have to really. I mean, it's a Lifetime movie. However, Renee Zellweger,
Wait, the Lifetime channel or like a Lifetime like her whole
Lifetime channel. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Just want to make sure.
But I think Renee Zellweger does an amazing job.
Yeah.
I think there are more interesting stories to tell with the Judy Garland character. Like, I want to know what happened with their childhood. But I think that Renee Zellweger pulled the really great role in that. And I think that that's the reason why she's been nominated. I do think that she did a strong case for herself by making that movie. So I'm going to say that Renee Zellweger. It's a really good performance.
Is that who you want to win?
I honestly, looking at the nominations, Yeah, I would say that she did the most.
Okay.
In the same way that Joaquin did the most, I feel like she did the most.
Okay.
Marty says that we should all bet $5 each for
That's
fun.
fine. Let's do it.
That's fine.
All right,
Okay.
$5. $5.
I mean, I
each.
wish I would have known that ahead of time, so I would have actually taken this job seriously.
I did.
No excuses, Z.
Too late. You should. This is the Oscars. You always take it seriously.
Are we throwing cash on the table?
I'm throwing cash, man. We're gonna go.
I'm totally gonna lose.
Where's the?
No, there's money.
Just throw it in front of the camera. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Here.
So next category is directing.
I owe you a bucket. Here we go.
We have The Irishman, Joker, 1917, Once
Thanks.
Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Parasite. Mike, you went first. And so I'm going to go with 1917 with Sam Mendes.
This is Best Picture? No.
Directing.
Okay, sorry.
Uh,
I swear I'm paying attention.
so who do you guys, So I think 1917 is going to win, and I want it to win.
Okay.
Okay.
Chris?
Okay, hear me out, America.
I mean, I would not be mad if Parasite won.
Let Chris go.
Yeah, so I have this weird feeling that they want to give it to Parasite, but they're going to also tie with 1917 because they don't want a person of color director to win it. So they're going to, let's put a white person on top of that. So like they should both win it.
You think both will win it?
Yes.
A tie.
Yeah, I think it's going to.
They've never done a tie.
No, but I feel it's going to happen.
Interesting. Okay.
I would pay money for that.
Would you pay another $5? Give me
I
more of your money.
Mike, we're going to have to like trick you in.
Hey,
you win
Z
somewhere.
and I put money already.
Yeah. Where's your money, Mike?
Don't worry about it.
We worry about it because you don't.
Mike, do you have a job? I'm kidding.
My job's gambling.
This is your job. We're watching it right now.
His life falling apart by gambling.
Yeah.
I believe we saw that movie called Uncut Gems.
Yes. I have to wear more sweats and grow my hair out a little more wild. Okay, so
whose turn?
Z?
Thank
Z's
you.
turn. Okay.
It's directing wise. I have to say that 1917 should take it.
You know what's funny? Because they don't even list their names on here.
They don't. Yeah.
So Irishman is Martin Scorsese.
Yes.
Joker is Todd Phillips.
Todd Phillips, yeah.
1917, Sam Mendes. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Quentin Tarantino, and Parasite, Bong Joon-ho.
Yeah.
I just memorized that on my own.
Nice job.
That was good.
Good job. Sam Mendes.
Good job, Dan.
I think Sam Mendes got robbed in the film editing category. I think this movie was
should have been editing,
a fantastically
Yeah,
directed
I agree.
movie, and I think the editing, because it's a seamless movie, there's no cuts, and so I think that's the reason why it wasn't put in for film editing. But I think that he did such an amazing job, and honestly, a good director shows growth. And I think Quentin Tarantino has not grown up.
No.
And because of that, I think that Sam Mendes has, in fact, grown. Look at his field of work, and they're different, but you can tell from each film that he has learned something from the previous film. And I think 1917 is a culmination of all that. Is it a great story? I don't think so, but I think it's a great film to watch.
Mike?
Okay. I really enjoyed Parasite, and I think Bong Joon-ho is very meticulous in his directing. I think it's going to take it.
You think so?
I do. Although Sam Mendes might take it.
So which one do you want to win? Which one's the prediction?
Well, I want Parasite to take it, and I think Bong Joon-ho to take it, and I think he will.
Okay.
Now the final category is Best Picture. We have Ford v Ferrari, The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Women, Marriage Story, 1917, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Parasite. Chris, who do you think is going to win Best Picture, and who do you want to win Best Picture?
So, unfortunately, what's going to win, because the Academy loves wartime films, and the rest of these films are not
Jojo
Best
Rabbit?
Picture worthy.
It has Nazis in it, so that's actually check mark
good.
for.
It's like double check marks.
World War II, Nazis, and World War
Because they're not going to give it to Jojo Rabbit. Come on.
No, they're not.
I'm kidding.
A movie that sympathizes with Nazis?
Yeah.
No.
And then The Irishman, it's a great film, but it's not Martin Scorsese's best.
Jojo Rabbit does not sympathize with Nazis. They
Thanks,
make them look like idiots.
Thanks for correcting that.
Yeah.
I disagree slightly.
Not even 100%.
Anyway, what I really want to win is Parasite.
Okay.
And Parasite should have had acting nominations as well.
It should have.
So you're saying that what's going to win it is going to be
1917,
okay.
unfortunately.
But you want Parasite to win.
But I want Parasite to win.
Okay.
But if it may be another tie, who knows?
I don't know if the tie is ever going to happen.
Well,
Stop trying to make it happen.
Has there ever been a tie?
yes, there has been.
Oh, there has.
In different categories, but not like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Z?
What I would like for it to, what I would want to win, and this is, I know it's contradictory for what I've said before about Little Women, but I do want Little Women to win because I think it speaks more to the current generation. The themes of feminism is really, I mean, the book itself is written so well for feminism.
Mine is Saoirse Ronan's accent.
Yeah, her accent was very difficult to get.
White feminism.
Yes. And I think that I think I want Little Women to win. If I'm gonna, if from these movies, which one do I feel like represents the times right now? It's Little Women. In the same way that Moonlight was representative of the times, same, and so on and so forth. But I think The Irishman's going to win. I don't want it to win, but I think it's going to win.
Interesting. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Mike?
I agree with Chris that I also want Parasite to win, but 1917 will take it.
Okay.
But I do disagree about. I did enjoy 1917 very much.
Yeah.
And it was and it was like an internal battle because I enjoyed both films. But I think 1917 is like this grand. I feel like it's like a war epic movie.
Yeah.
I don't know if Dan feels the same
No,
way.
yeah, I agree. And I also the fact that it came from his grandfather was who gave the
Whoa.
story.
Yes.
Sam Mendes.
Yeah.
Loosely.
Yeah,
It's not like an adaptation or like
I didn't say it. It said the story came from his grandfather because he thanked him for all the stories.
Yes.
Did you stay for the end of the movie?
I did, but I don't think that's what the ending of the movie actually.
That's what it says. In
That's
the
exact.
end,
That's
so, yeah.
word for word. Thanks for the story of his grandfather, or along those lines.
Yeah. No.
I didn't say that this is a.
This isn't a biopic of his
this didn't happen
grandfather.
to the grandfather. Yeah.
That's not what I said.
Okay.
But you could feel the love with the movie.
Yeah.
And the way he made it, he wanted to honor his grandfather from all the stories he was told. So I want 1917 to win, and I think it's going to win.
Okay.
Cool.
So that would do it for our Oscars predictions. Tune in on the Oscars on February 9th, 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
And find out to see which one of us is going to win $20. $5 each.
Are we going to do live tweeting or Facebook?
Yeah, the drinking will be happening on Facebook.
Because it may happen between where it's Z and I just like going off.
Oh, do you have... Okay, so we'll make sure that you're allowed back on there. I don't know if we took you off or not.
I think we did.
Oh, you did? So we'll add, we'll add you back on there. And then we will drunk tweet because we are two big queens.
But also... after the Oscars, we will be doing our Oscar follow-up episode, as well as doing a review for Birds of Prey.
Yes.
So after the Oscars, come back and tune in while we watch. We'll have a special guest, Candice Dovey. She'll be on the show to review Birds of Prey. And we will go ahead and give our thoughts on the Oscars
I
as
might
well.
be a little drunk.
Even fun.
Yes.
All right, so thank you so much, Chris.
Yes.
The true May Queen here. Is there anything you would like to share, promote, let everyone know where they can find you on the social medias?
Oh, yeah. You could find myself on Caver83 on Instagram, or you could follow myself and my partner Dakota's newly Instagram page called Scream Queen Presents.
The May Queen. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that May Queen. Well, actually, the May Queen is going to be coming for a show coming up in March, but I don't want to say too much about it yet.
Well, talk about what is Scream Queen Present. How did that start? And then talk about what you do with that.
Oh, Scream Queen was the title off of a documentary from about the original Scream Queen final guy. And it's from Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2.
Okay.
Which is
Freddy's Revenge.
Freddy's Revenge. Jesse is the final girl, even though he's not, but he's like the roles switch.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
he's like the girl, and then his girlfriend is actually the final, like the guy who saves the day. And Screen Queen is something where myself and Dakota wanted to start curating like more diverse shows that are related, not specifically to horror, but like in the horror genre. So we have like also inspired by like witchcraft and camp, theater, blood, gore, all that fun stuff. And so we also want to show a lot more queer people as well.
Cool.
That's what we're trying to do. We have some shows coming up, and we're waiting for some other responses back. So
Go follow them so you could be in the know of all the Scream Queen.
yeah,
presents.
these guys are in it. Yeah, I think, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we're going to start posting more pictures about some other stuff. So, I mean, bear with us if you start following us soon. So,
Bear.
Yeah.
All right. Thank
the
you.
bear.
Yes. Thank you so much, Chris, for
Yes.
being on the show as always. Of course, you'll be back later in the season as well to review an actual film. So,
Which one was that one?
Brahms the Boy too.
Oh, fuck. I forgot about that. Shit.
That was intentional.
So stay
Yeah.
tuned for Chris's return. We'll see what he's wearing next time as well.
Maybe.
Thank you so much, Z.
Yeah, thank you for tolerating me.
Yeah, that's what I do. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Dan.
And I'm Dan the Man. Thank you so much for watching us live on Facebook, or if you're listening to us on podcast, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, SoundCloud, or wherever you listen to your podcast. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe and like, comment, and share this podcast. And make sure to go to our website, moviemenupodcast.com, and follow us on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube. We're everywhere, so there's no excuse. We are there. Until next time, thank you guys so much. Goodbye.
See you later.
See you later.
Bye.
2, 3, 4.
Can we still hear us?
Yep, we could still hear it.
Yes, thank you. Oh, I can.
Movie